despise the voice that calleth out concerning war, and the ending of all flesh upon this earth. Hear now the words I shall set before thee, and mark them one by one, that thou mayest know what shall come to pass, and wherefore it shall be. Thus saith the witness, this world holdeth a fragile wheel of life, which at seasons doth pass through deep scars, blemishes upon the course of its years. In the days of old, when the earth was yet forming, the air was smitten by a fierce and unnatural radiation. For in the age of its youth it received a wound that rent the heavens. From that wound came the long winters and the ice that cometh in cycles. When the order of the seasons is broken, the earth grieveth, and the store of life falleth into travail. Behold, we stand upon the verge of such a turning. The scar in the firmament hath drawn nigh unto the outer bounds of the magnet that shieldeth our world. There it worketh harm, admitting more of the sun's burning than is meet, and keeping from it no way of departing. This thing hath been at work since the years of the last century, and thereupon arose the cry concerning the warming of the whole earth. Attend now, O ye who are ignorant. The wound that lieth open was made by radiation akin unto that which springeth from the engines of war and the forges of thy reactors, by thy pride and by thy scoffing. When the cycle lieth so, thou hast put the wheel itself in peril, not perchance, but surely. First shall the small that sustain the seas vanish. The plank of the waters shall be consumed, for the further travail of that scar shall loosen, and decay the veil that giveth them their portion. These little ones feed upon the subtle flows that the firmament and the seasons bestow. When the flow is shaken, their succor faileth them. When they perish, the fishes shall follow. When the lesser are destroyed, the greater hunger and fall. Then shall the beasts of the land waste away for want. Moreover, when the life of the sea is broken, the balance of the deep shall cease, the waters shall lose their salt, and the currents that rule the face of the waters shall be still. Clouds shall not gather, for the rains shall fail, and without rain the face of the earth shall parch and crack. Then shall the dry dust remain, and our habitation be made like unto that other barren world, a second Mars. This is not a tale of what may be. Behold, it is the thing that mockery hath wrought upon us. I would say I bring warning of a great flood, but when I spake such before, they hearkened not. They deemed themselves wise, and needing no care. Repent therefore, O ye who are scornful. Humble yourselves, and turn aside from instruments of ruin, lest the cycle be broken utterly, and life be ended upon this orb forever. So you still mock my warnings about warfare and the extinction of all life on this world. Let me lay it out to you in detail, step by step, what is going to occur and why. First, I'll explain this factor that you already know of. This world has a fragile cycle of life that occasionally reaches this point, where the ecosystem runs through a rough patch, a scar in its otherwise smooth cycle of seasons. This scar was caused by the atmosphere's exposure to a high level of unnatural radiation in its early formation about 3.8 billion years ago. This exposure scarred the atmosphere and caused what we call the ice ages to occur. These ice ages occur after a series of ecological disasters caused by the ecosystem crashing and resetting. We are in the cusp of one of those cycles now, that scar in the atmosphere past the outer edges of the magnetosphere, where it does the most damage by letting in more solar radiation than usual and blocking it from being able to escape. And it has been there since the 1990s. This began the concern for global warming. Now let me outline the chain of events for your ignorance of this issue. That scar was caused by radiation, very similar to the radiation caused by your nuclear missiles and found in your reactors. Your arrogance and mockery to my warning, while this cycle is in the position it is in, has endangered the very cycle itself to possibly end. Not possibly, but certainly. First, your ocean's plankton will vanish because the radiation from your war will further damage that scar, causing it to begin deteriorating slowly. The plankton thrive off of the residual energy that this atmospheric cycle's flow provides. When that flow is disturbed, their balance of nourishment is too. As the plankton vanish, then so too will the fish begin to die. Without the plankton, the shell life will starve, and without them, the larger sea life will starve. Then the land animals will begin to starve. However, without the sea life, the ocean's equilibrium will end and begin to desalinize. Without the balance of salt and fresh water in place, the water currents will stop. Without that, the rain clouds will stop forming. Without rainfall, life on the surface will dry up. Then we will end up a true twin of Mars. This isn't a possible future. This is the future your mockery has brought upon us. I would say that I'm bringing you a warning about a great flood that will occur. But the last time I said that they ignored me too. Thought they were smart enough and didn't have to worry.